This is Asta of Asta Command. We are here to serve all of you.
Hello, my beautiful Asta. Thank you so much for coming in our space today.
Hello.
So first of all, I want to share my excitement because here in Berlin it's snowing and I love winter and I love snow. So I just wanted to share this with you. And we have an upcoming big date, the 12/12 portal on Sunday, the 12th of December. I wanted to get your perspective on this portal and its significance. What would you like to share with us?
Yes, this is a preparation portal before December 21st, because many of you as a collective expecting something big happen on the December 21st. So 12/12 is sort of precursor of that. So we assume many of you started to experiencing purging experience last couple days. Because just because portal is opening on the 12th doesn't mean you're gonna start releasing things exactly on the 12th. Couple of days earlier happens. So this 12/12 portal is the energetic, we've been talking about this energetic ending at the beginning in a couple of transmissions. But this is actually by the collective who are listening to this transmission, going through this portal, that means they are energetically ending the old energetic paradigm. And then by 12/21, they will be entering into the new paradigm. So around time like this, people are started to feeling this old emotion or all the blocks or any kind of old restraint they have been feeling for a long time. This is coming up to many of you, and then you are releasing little by little, day by day, to prepare for this event. So in a nutshell, 12/12 is the purpose for that.
Thank you, Asta. I wanted to ask you if there is any connection with the anchoring of the Christ consciousness in this event.
Well, anchoring Christ consciousness is more of connected to, this is kind of funny, but connected to Christmas. Because since many of you are knowing the Yahshua's birthday, which is not exactly on that day, but as a consciousness, many of you are recognizing his birthday on earth is Christmas. So a lot of people are celebrating on that day. A lot of people are phrasing on that day. And because of that, it is easy for people to anchor themselves into Christ consciousness. But before that, of course, I just told you the energetic thing happened a couple of days before that. So it is starting to happen on the 12/21, because many of people are also expecting something big will happen on that day. But this is about the planning, and on our side, planning to send all this energetic light current to you. So all of you need to understand that all this Christ consciousness or light current is always pouring into your field on daily basis. But when people are expecting huge amount of something, the event or portal or Christ's birthday, the saturation point will be much deeper because of the expectation. Therefore, we could say, or you could say, this is the day of this certain event.
Beautiful. Is there something people can do to prepare for this?
Yes, it is very important for all of you to not to resist when something comes up. Do not ignore it and face those things coming up to you. And these are mostly old programming, old emotions, old energies, which is no longer serving all of you. Because from New Year 2022, many of you will shift into completely new paradigm. So the preparation period of December is very important. And as usual, we will recommend not to watch news and dip yourself into the other people's hologram and messing up your creation in a sort of way. So that is our suggestion.
Yes, understood. Thank you very much, Astar.
Yes. So we will switch over to the Syrian Council of Nine.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
This is the Syrian High Council of Nine. We are here to assist your transition.
A very, very warm welcome.
Hello.
It is an honor to connect with you. And yes. I would like to give you the opportunity to share with us whatever you would like to.
Well, it is important for you to ask us a question, because when you ask us whatever we like to, it will be billion of things we like to talk to.
Okay, okay.
It won't be efficient.
Okay, and I understand. Thank you. So I would like to ask you, continuing the discussion we already have had with Astar, if there's anything from your perspective that you would like to share with us regarding the 1212 portal that is approaching our planet.
Yes, this is the very important time for you to go through emotional clearing. Because most of the times you hold on to your dense vibration because you hold on to with your emotions. Part of the reason the earth beings are so important or so interesting for us, not just us, but many of us, are you are connecting with emotion and vibrations. So they are intertwined with each other. And when you let go of the emotions and clear your emotions, a lot of times all these heavy, dense energies will release from your cellular field and the energetic field and the quantum field. So this is very important when emotion comes up to you and then release them in a safe way.
Is there anything that we could do to assist this process or even to trigger it?
Well, you can't really trigger on purposely when a lot of people favor their shadow work. But when you focus on something, you will create more of it. So best way to clear your emotional issues are when things comes up, when you get triggered by something. So when you started to experience that, don't minimize, okay, and then brush it off, or do not criticize you, okay, I cleared this 5 years ago, for example, or 2 years ago, and I thought everything was gone, why this is coming up? And put yourself down because you still had things maybe coming up on the surface. But you have to understand when you are shifting your dimensions, the debris of the lower consciousness or dense energies will come up because, let's say, the dimension is a water, and then your consciousness is, let's say, the sand or something like that, or some kind of debris. And then when the purity of water goes up, you will see more of the muddiness, even a little bit. So the degrees of emotion is the same thing. The water gets pure, clear, the impurity shows up more, even though it's a little bit. Before you didn't notice because the percentage of the purity was less than right now. So the same thing happens when you thought you cleared everything in previous dimension, wherever you are at. It could be 4.5, it could be 4.0, and you thought, oh, it's all gone. And then you shifted yourself to higher dimension, right now 4.8, then there are some debris will come up. So until you shifted to 5D, there are stuff will come up. So it is very important for all of you to not to bring yourself down to say, okay, why this is happening, or okay, I took this healing or regressions or whatever that is, and then why this is still going on. Triggers are not same as you are having this certain amount of the blocks. Triggers are more like you're having a little bit of particle of debris. You got rid of most of it, maybe 99% of it, and the 1% of them are still kind of like floating around. It wasn't really obvious when you are a little bit denser dimension, like 4.5. Now it's more noticeable because the more clear you get, even a little bit of particle you will notice. So that's what is happening. So be gentle to yourself and don't seek to look for the reason to work on. But when it comes up, face the emotion. Or when you have a difficulty to do that, ask for the professional like Hara or Erica to help you to clear all of those things.
Thank you. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
Yes, we would suggest to get yourself into water if you can. Not just drinking water, but get yourself in the water. Because water has extremely cleansing ability. So if you have a chance to get into the water, could be in the ocean, could be in the lake, or if you are in the colder climate, can be hot spring, or even if you cannot do that, just take a hot bath. And maybe good idea to meditate.
I love
Especially your body is created 70% of water. So it is easier to clear things when you're in the water. And that is our suggestion.
I have heard that it's also a conduit, like a psychic conduit. So would it be true that perhaps when we are in the water, we can have a better connection with our intuition or with our guides or whatever level of consciousness we want to connect with?
Yes, because water naturally relaxes you. So you can be more open to the connections.
Yeah.
But especially those of you who are having or had the life of our galactic system, you don't have to be Syrians, but there are so many different people in our Syrian galaxies, Syrian star systems. So when you had your incarnation in your past life, it's not exactly past, but we just use that word for convenience. It is easier for you to meditate or do clearing when you are within the water.
Wow, amazing advice. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to thank you for your presence and for your advices. I really appreciate it, and I thank our viewers too.
Yes. This is High Council 9. And we are a pleasure to speak with all of you. Cool.
Nice.
Awesome. I connected with them like, I don't know, 2 times.
Only 2 times?
Yeah. They came up to me when they're changing, you know how guide change? So I had the 90 Actuarian for a while. And then Syrian suddenly came up, like a Syrian High Council 9. I think they're from 90 or something. So anyhow, they are telling me they are switching their, I guess, my immediate guide ship because they are specialized in transformation. Like not the transition like a dying. What they mean is transitioning from dimension to dimension. Like transformation from old self to new self.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So it kind of makes sense, like they kind of wanted to talk to this because I did hear from other people who are talking about Pleiadians. Next year are going to be extremely like, what you gonna call it? Joyful new cycle. So I'm personally really excited about it. And it kind of makes sense like why we have to, or they encourage us to work on like whatever in December to prepare for a big change.
Yeah.
It
would be nice if you want, if we connect with them again in the future, because I know there are like many Syrian star seeds on Earth, and I think they would really resonate.
Yeah. I guess we can do that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so I have Aster like episode, so I mostly connect Aster unless I have to connect with other beings. But come to my channel too. I do have other couple of beings there too in my previous episode, but I cover different things. So thanks everyone.
Thank you for watching, everyone. You will find all the links below if you want to connect with us, and we send you much love and see you in the next episode. Bye.
Yeah, see you on next episode. Bye.